Alright, here's a game I just played. This is a really fun game, so I'm going to record it, do a little analysis on it. Plane's going to drop me off at Los Leones. I'm going to go to my typical building right here. I see Ace Mac coming in. Alright. Great Yang drops ahead of me. I have a little hiccup here with my parachute. Did not start so hot. Let's go a little quicker here. The M16 and the UMP. M16 is a really good AR, except that it doesn't have a full auto setting. It has burst and single. So the problem there is that you never want to pick up an M16 and a sniper rifle. So having a UMP is actually a good compromise to it there. So I have UMP for my full auto, and the M16, which has a really high bullet velocity, so its bullets don't have a lot of drop. It's a decent sniper rifle at range. Let's check the map. Really the only guy in my vicinity is this Great Yang. I know of him, but I wasn't too concerned about him at the time. Now here's where I conundrum, right? There's an SKS on the ground, and for what I just talked about the UMP and the M16, I don't pick up this SKS. I leave it in space. You can see me mulling it over, but I just don't like having that M16 and another sniper rifle because you don't have anything good for close encounters. Level 3 vest here. There's always great buildings. I missed Great Yang there. I'm going to push into him. Oh, I didn't see him there either. Ooh, he ran right in front of me. It's okay. Slow us down a bit. Alright, I'll let this play out. I'll be right back. So I end up with the SKS anyway. Now, Ace-Mac in our little squad is known as not being the greatest driver. So I've really been trying to work on my driving skills. But if you notice when you watch us long enough, Ace-Mac doesn't drive very often. I think we'll probably find out why here in a second also. You can see I'm going with a pretty popular rotation. We got a lot of players rotating into this side of the circle. And this really ends up turning into quite an interesting next couple minutes. I always like to stop at these buildings. These are similar buildings like these buildings that we jump in Los Leones. They always have good loot. Yeah, it's just parking in the garage here. But I see this box, I get scared. I'm not too crazy about hanging out in a place or pushing the upstairs of a place that has had a fight in it. There's a good chance you can't push stairs in this game safely going up. Coming down is not so bad, but going up is rough. So let's get out of here. Gonna head across the field to the crater. Oh, and here we go. Typical Ace-Mac driving. That's what happens. You can see I'm actually in really bad position right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 guys with 2 more coming in that will be within kill range for me. And I'm in the middle. Not a great spot for me to be. Albato's checking. He's checking, but he'll see this guy, I believe. Yeah, here we go, Albato. Albato starts taking shots. He starts firing, and I can see him on top of the hill here. Load the SKS. I still have an optic for this thing. But we'll get a nice hit on him through the iron sight. There we go. I'm concerned. Right here, I thought I was dead for sure. I thought there was going to be enough guys around me that I just made all sorts of noise. I'm going to get shot from behind, and it just never came. You can see Sniping Chicken, though. He's looking right down at me. He's trying to find me. He's coming at those shots. Coming at those shots hard. Abato now is trying to get a beat on me. My thought here is, oh, look at this. I didn't know this was happening, but I was going to push through this city and try to get up on El Batro. Sniping Chicken takes some shots at him, though, and that actually pinned him down for me. Thanks, buddy. El Batro is not in a good spot. Up on top of that crater wall, shooting back and forth in both directions, just sitting out wide open. He's really exposed no matter where he goes here. It's a good thing I kept moving here. Just look at me getting cornered. Doesn't happen very often in this game where you got this much activity. Now I hear this guy on the motorcycle, and I thought that El Batro had come down around and grabbed that motorcycle, but either way I figured, oh, why not go after this bike and go get him. We see him take a great jump here, and I know he crashed. He was pulling a wheelie there. I know he crashes, so I'm assuming that I have time to get up on him. He's back on the bike. Calm down. Control your recoil. There we get a nice hit on him right there. Makes him stop. Switch out to this SKS. Give him a good one right there. Get the kill on him. Nice kill. Woo! That's number 2. Number 2. El Batro now is pushing around on me. He heard me shooting. He actually has the jump on me. I'm out of ammo. Need to reload. Number 3. Ace Mac going on a little bit of a run here. I see this firefight happening. I don't go up to loot. I don't go to check these guys out. I got way too much action around me. Now I heard these guys fighting, and I figured that this guy thought he was safe over there. And if you look over there, if you look in that direction, it's really hilly, it's rocky, there's lots of little crevices. I thought for sure that whoever wins this fight is going to take the time to loot whoever they killed. And sure enough, this guy comes in late, cleans up the last guy, and he goes down to loot. So I'll take this painkiller, and we're going to move up on him. This is my favorite deal. You come down in the ditch here, and people just aren't paying attention when they're looting. Look at him right up in here. He's sitting there looting. We'll give him a nice little couple right to the dome, and that's number 4. 4 kills for Ace Mac. We got the gas moving in on us. The only nice part about being this close to the gas is that most of these guys running into the gas, they aren't thinking about fighting. They're thinking about getting to the circle. You got a little bit of time, so I do take some time to grab some loot off of these guys. I also know that I have this ditch that I can come back through all the way back to the circle. So I'm feeling pretty safe at this point. The gas does catch me, but I'm close. Now, I remember I killed El Beltro up there at the top of the hill, and I actually am really low on meds. I don't have any first aid kits. I got a couple bandages, and I'm taking a couple bandages now, and I got a couple boosts, but I don't have any big health items, so I really want to run back up to that body and check it out. And it ends up being, I end up getting a little bit of a surprise up there. A lot of fighting down at that crate. I thought for sure that there'd be a straggler down there. Never quite get over far enough to see Mr. Vincer there. He'd have been an easy kill though. Now, at this point, I'm really confident that I've just cleaned up just about everybody that's in this area. And I know I have this big ridge here, so I'm feeling pretty safe at this point. And I know I can go and loot the guy I killed earlier and have a pretty good shot at these guys. At this point in the game, I'm accepting that I have to run across this field, and I'm also accepting the fact that I'm probably going to die. But I get myself a nice little surprise. And I think about it for a long time here of whether or not I want to get rid of this SKS. But I find an 8X scope and an AWM, which is 300 Magnum bolt action sniper rifle that only falls in a crate. It's basically a one-shot kill. And I do decide to take it. Only problem is I only had about 11 shots. There it is. The AWM goes on the back. We grabbed a couple boxes of 300 mag that he's carrying, and we get pretty excited. Pretty excited. I'll also upload the kill videos for this game, the 40-second kill clips, because they're fairly comical. Got pretty jacked up. So I'm at 4 kills right now, and we're moving into the kind of the final phase of the game. 21 alive. A lot of guys running to meet the circle. Let's just take a look at what our final 20 situation looks like. Basically, everybody is on this side of the map. There are a couple guys that are still out here in the black that we can't see. At this point, I really think that I'm going to get shot at and I'm going to die here. But what happens is I get enough cover from other gunfights that I don't have to worry too much. So I move into this little complex, and I do find a nice berm to hang out in. Sometimes PUBG, you just need to have the PUBG gods smile on you. Finally make it to the white safe zone, and I have this nice little berm with these 2 rocks, and I'm feeling pretty good about my positioning. You can see I got 2 guys ahead of me, a couple guys south of me, a couple guys north of me, and I am in a great spot. Cover from 3 sides. Everybody loses their mind at this point in the game, and if you just slow down, relax, you're 200 meters from the circle. But look at all these guys, just everybody's running after kills at this point, and it's just, I just think it's silly to do that. So here we go. I'm really bad at this thing, and I'm telling myself, how am I ever going to kill anybody with this? There's 2 shots. Get a little help there from Stella McCartney over there. That's the replay engine being funny on the sounds, but I wish the sound was better on this replay, on these replays. Now, Stella, there's 19 alive, and you're gonna go loot the guy you just killed out in the open. Not a good idea. There's another kill. There's number 5 for Ace Mac. Headshot right there. Woo! Bad play. Making a stupid play in PUBG is certain death. I wish I'd have seen that guy to the left. Vincent there to the left was prone. Now I see it. ODGC, I didn't see him either. But I think I kill him in a minute. You can see how terrible this is for me moving across this field. But I make it. And right here I see Vincer here coming into this facility, and I really want to squeeze that kill off, but decide to not hold on it. This bus ended up being parked in a perfect spot for me. I do take a little bit of fire here from this guy, but here again, he's shooting at me from... Oh! That's number 6. That guy's shooting at me from 0 cover. He's just exposing himself to me, and I have vast superior firepower. Silly. Silly. Now I'm worried. I got 5 rounds left in that AWM. Actually, at this point, I was really regretting dropping my SKS. I got a guy behind that hay bale. I just missed on him. Gas hits me. I know I got to move here. Yeah, keep an eye on ODCG. So what do we got left here? We got 2 guys that don't know they're in the same building as each other. We got ODCG and I, and we got a whole bunch of guys held up in those rocks. So I decided the only play I have is to prone it out and play a little snake. Right here I hear something. Did you catch it? Did you hear him get up? Too slow. That's number 7 for Ace Mac. I'm really down in the dumps right now, other than I have 7 kills at this point in the game. But I know that I have to run into that rock formation at some point from a field, which I'm not thrilled about. So I decide just to go while there's some fighting going on. There's a couple fights happening around us, and everybody is currently moving in. Take the wedge because I need the time to get the gas. You can see the gas move faster out here than it does out here, or down at the bottom. So we got 7 alive. We're in a top 7 situation. There's 6. Feel bad for this guy. He's running outside the gas. I don't know how that didn't hit, but must have went low, or the refraction from the gas messed it up. But I really want this guy. Don't! That is number 8. Don't go prone. Don't go prone and heal. This is a terrible, terrible idea. Now he can see me right there. He saw me. He knows exactly where I'm at. Play a little cat and mouse. I got 8 kills. We're in a top 4 situation. My hands are shaking. I only have a couple rounds left on my big weapon. And I totally potato it. Totally potato it. Nice play, Lux and Rain. I'll get you next time.